Oh, looks like we're on. How's everybody doing that might be here? Oh, I don't see anybody here yet. How about that? Must all still be over at Steve's.
Okay. And I'm back
Okay,
again. Hi, Will.
nobody's here yet.
It's Monday morning. They're at work.
They're at work or at Steve's still.
Well, they're probably at Steve's. You know how Steve likes to chat. Let me check.
They get over there.
I do get like an. Let's see. Okay.
Let's see.
I had to cut down the sound on my. I was getting feedback for a second. So let's see. Yep, Steve's still on. That means he's not doing anything with the kids for a while. And he looks not happy because it's cloudy in sunny California. The only time we have,
You got 33 in there.
yeah.
Uh, hey, there's Michael.
Hey, Michael.
How you doing, Michael? Good to see you.
Yeah, sorry
We
about
were
my
just
hair.
checking to see where everybody was at.
Yeah.
Good to see you, my friend.
My hair's a mess. It's just been running around, folks.
Yeah, that's why I put the cap on. My hair's going every which way.
I have to look like this. I've been sleeping on the couch for the last couple days. We're having problems with wrestlers again, so we have to be on alert.
Wrestlers, huh?
Do you know what's going on both coasts? People are unemployed. So if you steal a cow, that's $5,000 on the black market.
Wow, that's good money.
Yeah, that's why I've been sleeping on the couch. You know, I have still 30-30 ammo. I reload myself. Yeah, Steve's channel is everybody's freaking out. No common sense. You should be freaking out of what Bill Gates is doing to your food.
Yeah, pretty good what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, and then people don't get it when we're sitting there telling them, grow your own. That's the thing is grow your own.
Oh, you know what the Chinese did about 2 years ago? They sell those instant rice packets to the Africans, and the Africans found out that it's plastic. No, really, plastic. So when they
Some of
cook
the some of the stuff they put in the food. I'm gonna bring it up here when more people get in here. I got some uh,
photos,
photos. Yeah.
yeah. Howie's here.
Hey, Howie, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I think Gavin's here.
Hey, Gavin. Good to see you too.
Gavin's GM Survival. Hi, Gavin. Just typing up.
I got a cold. You won't believe.
I can understand that. I've been doing my anti-cold routine. I have a whole bunch of herbs and stuff, and plus I drink hot water all the time.
Hands these off so I can see better.
No problem. Trick will get a cup of hot water, and that will lubricate your throat. Take a tiny sip like tea, and that'll clean out all the mucus out of your throat.
I usually the trick for me is if I drink first thing in the morning, if I drink a hot cup of coffee, it will just loosen everything in there and it'll just come up.
Yep, coffee.
I'm glad you have a few minutes, Howie. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah. Oh,
Hope you're feeling a whole lot better.
yeah. Galvin, if you want to cook outdoors in the winter, the simplest trick is get a bread roll. You keep that in your pack. Get a foil package you make at home. Put in strip steak, onions, barbecue sauce. Wrap it up. Freeze it. When you go out snow camping or hiking, it'll defrost in your backpack. Put it on the fire, and once it's done, open it up and put it in the bread roll. Instant sandwich, hot, nice for a cold camping hike.
Hey, Gray, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Gray.
Well, you guys are coming in. I'll keep them busy. I'll go look for that picture I wanted to show everybody.
No problem. And I'm still here, folks. Will's looking up for something. And I'm typing hi Gray. Yep, it's instant hobo. Well, it's not a hobo meal. I do have a Biden meal, but that comes later. I respect hobos, so I'm putting in Biden meal. Sounds better. Ah, tired. Well, Will's figuring out how to put in that. Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your check?
Which one?
The second stimulus check.
The $600 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
No, good.
You
We're
didn't
still
get
waiting.
yours?
Nope, still waiting for it. Of course, they thought I was dead for a while and I had to get my birth certificate. And then they kind of screwed up on a few people. I work at the church on their food stand, so I've been doing that last week too. So I'm really tired. I love our government. They can't find us when we need them. We should probably wear that little orange vest like Canadian prepper and light a scented candle. I'm here. Save
Oh,
me.
there you go.
Ah. Yeah, I have a whole bunch. Why I retired is Uncle Alan suffered 2 strokes stomped by a bull. So I can't do all the fun outdoor things. Like I tell people, you want a nice hot pancake breakfast out camping? You take a seal a meal bag, you fill it up with your pancake mix already mixed up, freeze it, and then it's a frozen block of ice. Get a package of brown and serve, put that in your pack, and then go camping. Next day, the seal meal is already defrosted. You already have pre-mixed pancake mix. You pour it into the hot pan. You add the brown and serve, and you have a nice pancake breakfast. Not that hard, and you throw the bag into the fire.
We used to, when we was in the Scouts, we used to take one of those big baggies that had the Ziploc on top
Yep.
and mix up pancake batter in it, and then
Did,
just throw that into the backpack. You
did
get
you guys?
out there in the woods, you just throw it into the pan,
Yep.
cook them up, and eat them.
Yep. Did you ever freeze it?
We never froze it, no.
No, I found if you froze it, it keeps all the other foods chilled and doesn't expand in your bag. And I learned that trick from another Boy Scout a long time ago, but that was a lot easier. Oops, got snagged. Ah, and we all know the $2 brown and serve sausages. You have to add oil to the pan when you fry them. They're not that much fat in them. That's why they're so cheap and they last long.
Yeah, I saw it was snowing in your area, Gavin.
Yeah, it's Massachusetts. Yeah, you're getting clobbered because I'm following the atmospheric river. It did pass by. I think it barely hit you, Will, right?
Oh, it came through here, but we only got like a skiff.
Yeah, it just barely hit Will, but It clobbered a lot of other places. They're getting a foot. One area is getting 3 to 5 inches. If I'm looking at my charts right, yeah. Northern New York's getting Maine. They're getting clobbered with 2 feet of snow, maybe three by this afternoon, and then it's going to loop up and go over to Greenland, loop down. It's going to hit. I'm really sorry for the United Kingdom because it's like a train. It builds up speed. Uh, Eastern United States, like the end of the hill, it's going like this. And then when they reach Greenland, it's the peak. And guess who's down here? Ah, Europe and England. It's going to be like a runaway train. Going to go.
Everybody's getting hammered pretty good this year.
Oh yeah,
We're having a pretty bad one. I'm
yeah,
glad we're not doing too bad here. We haven't really had a bad one at all. Just kind of come in, hit us a little bit, and then left.
yeah. Which is good because you don't want too much snow in that flat area. Remember 2 years ago when we had the floods?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have flood everywhere. Yeah. Another reason why Bill Gates is buying up farmland. It's cheap. It's a good investment. It's safer than the stocks, like game.
Yeah. But I read up on it. He's doing it and then sending it into the like Bolivia, Africa, places like that because it's cheaper to send it there, and it won't pass the FDA here. The stuff he grows.
Right, because it's Franken Food,
Yeah.
and it's like also he's one of the unlike Oprah. Oprah take care of her land. Bill Gates is like hump the land until it gives out, and then I'll go to the next thing. So that farmland. Oh, these are really good steers on this new whatchamacallit.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
survival
Swiss Army knife.
Swiss
They
Army
imp- they improved the pressure release spring. It's really good and strong too. If you see that. But anyway, like I was saying, Bill Gates is ruining farmland too. So I'm really not happy with it.
Well, down in Africa and stuff when they had the forest fires on fire, that's most of that they cut those uh, forests, the Amazon and all that. They cut those on fire on purpose
Yep.
so that they could make that farmland.
Yeah. Because the slash and burn tactics, these people are not well educated and they don't understand what kind of horrible damage they do. And once they get rid of the forest, all that land's only good for 2 years, folks, and then it turns to hard clay. And you can't grow anything on hard clay. And Will knows when I'm talking about hard clay. You can't disc it, you can't till it. It's like cement.
Yep. Just we'll make a road out of it.
Yep. But people don't understand. That's what happens when you take 2 semesters of soil science in agricultural college. ah, yeah, yeah. I got a new one from my nephew. My old one was kind of getting old, and handle was cracked, missing all these nice little toothpick and forceps. It was all missing that. It was all broken up, and I think I broke half the blades on my old one.
Present. I thought you were present before, Howie.
Howie's
Oh, you
has
must have gone to the dock, huh?
yeah. But like I said, folks, you have to be careful of what they're producing right now. Franken Food is not only genetically altered foods, also it's chemically and manufacturally altered foods. Like the whatchamacallit, who was doing it? George Soros and the Dole Yeast Project. Do you know what the Dole Yeast is? Oh, I forgot. Okay. Dole Yeast is a food project worked by the big socialist powers, it's converting human waste into food products by either fungal or bacteria methods like yeast or fungus or genetically altered creature to take the waste and convert it into an edible product. And
Yeah.
so, and so far, Brazil's the only one who's testing it, and everybody's hating the people pellets. You know how we feed hamsters and guinea pigs those
Yeah.
little pellets? We get a bigger version of it. And what they do is mix in pink slime. That's another mechanical process. Remember all the leftover goo from the packing houses? Yeah, if
You
you're
coming on up, Howie? If you do, I'll put a link up there for you.
yeah, just scroll up, back up, Howie. They have a link.
I can give him one.
Okay. Pink slime is all the residue and stuff from the butchering, the processing. This is why I tell people learn process. But anyway, it's combined into the pink slime, and you can form bologna. You can form any kind of meat you want from it, like Taco Bell. That's not real meat. That's also scary as hell too. Or Subway's tuna.
You're waiting on the doc? Okay.
He's at the doctor's office. Like I said, folks, it's get really funny. And Galvin, yes, Galvin, that would make a good video. Galvin's going out to walk in the woods, wear snowshoes, and have a road flare.
Oh, that'd be a very good video.
Yep. Just don't get lost.
I know. It's no problem, Howie. Anytime. You're always welcome. You know that. I got this clip I want to play. It's a video. Hold on. Let's see. Sure. Try to figure out if I can remember. Here it is. That should be it.
What GMO crops are grown and sold in the U.S.? Well, there's corn, like me, soybeans, canola, sugar beets, and cotton. Typically, we're ingredients in certain foods. GMO alfalfa, corn, soybeans, canola, and cotton are used as animal food. And while you won't find many GMOs in the produce section, there are versions of GMO apple, summer squash, potato, and papaya in a few markets. Feed your mind with more GMO knowledge on FDA's website.
That's a lot of stuff that they got the foods in.
Remember the old movie, The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yeah.
I like the one, part two, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes invade Washington. They won. They did a better job than those goomballs that raided the Capitol.
Yeah, local trip. They even do that to some of the seafood, They get this, they do it when they bring them in on those big baskets.
Kind of. That's mechanical processing of altering your foods. Oh, good. Howie got spring salmon for lunch.
Oh, that's gotta be delicious.
You better get it before the Chinese do.
All right. Hey, old man, how you doing?
Hi, old man.
Good to see you. I don't know if I got a list here. Some of the 8 top GMOs or the Franken Food is like corn,
Right.
sugar beets,
Yep.
potatoes,
Correct.
zucchini or yellow squash is a good one.
It's more zucchini than yellow squash.
Yeah, and then they got things like canola oil,
That's for
soy.
the soy and canola oil are two modifications. Canola oil is to produce more oil than toxins because I
Yeah.
have a canola oil plant down where I live, In the evenings when they're active in the summer, you have to smell that. It's like
Yeah.
it's worse than living next to a rendering plant. The rendering plant is not bad. I like to stay next to that instead of the canola oil plant. Oh God. Talk about a stink. That's why I have the HEPA filters in my house. Because if the wind blows over here, my house stinks for a week.
Yeah. Also, tomatoes and milk.
Yes.
Those are other ones that are GMO. They
Right.
GMO them pretty good.
Yeah. The
So
killing.
there's quite the list. And then, we played that film just a minute ago, and that showed some other ones. And I'll tell you, they pretty much got their fingers in any of the, I think my brain turned around.
Yeah, major food industries.
Yeah, any of the major food, that you can grow in your garden or whatever.
Right.
They're going to try to genetically change it so that it grows faster or grows bigger or something like that.
Or obey the government and try to take over your house.
Yeah.
But really, folks, you have to be careful on this because some of them has self-destruct buttons. Some of the vegetables, if you don't have, they only produce one cycle. So when you plant their seeds, they're all sterile. And with the genetically altered cows, you have to use 2 genetically altered breeds to get milk. If you breed um, one cow that's genetically altered and a natural cow, what do you get?
Pregnant cow.
No, you get sterile. You don't get anything. It's like they don't interbreed. So if your genetically altered bull had sex with your regular cow, it's like shooting blanks. No, and why they do it for cows?
Andy Marsh. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
It's Hardy
It
Marsh.
has been a minute.
Hi, Hardy Marsh. Um, the big problem with they want this. It's supposed to reduce mastitis. That's the pus in the teats of the cow. TEAT. That's teats, not the other one.
Yeah, okay. That's
Okay,
the breast.
of the cow,
Yep.
so it doesn't get infected as often, and you don't use so much antibiotics. Reason why they don't clean them right. We clean our cows properly, and I have to put my foot up on some of our workers. Always massage your cow and always clean the cow properly, and I always check my cows too. So I'm not too happy this week.
Yeah. It takes a minute or two to clean those teats, that little.
5 minutes. I told them 5 minutes for each cows. We have 40 cows. And I'm a taskmaster. I don't like hearing people give me excuses in English, Spanish, or Talitong or Portuguese. I curse back in those languages too. Hi, CR.
Hey, CR, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. If you guys don't know too much about Franken Foods, that's what we're talking about this morning.
That's either genetically, chemically, or processing tricks they could use, like pink slime. A lot of people don't know what's that. You ever ate a McDonald's hamburger?
Franken Food.
Yep, pink slime.
Have you
It's
guys ever eaten one of those? What's that new hamburger out? The one
uh,
that's supposed to be
healthy, beyond food.
healthy.
That's worse than Franken Food. That's like Soylent Food. It's Soylent Green. We're eating people. No, we're not eating people.
The unbelievable burger.
Beyond Burger, Incredible Burger, Fake Meat Burger. Basically, it's plant material that's reformed into a patty with chemically altered food flavorings like meat. I'm afraid it might come up and bite me in the neck. Yeah. So people, you have to be on your toes on Franken foods because it's either genetically altered, chemically altered, or machine altered. A couple of years ago, everybody on YouTube were drinking Soylent. Remember those little bottles of milky substance? And then Canada find out it's not food; it's a liquid beverage, and it would not provide dietary nutrition. Did not provide dietary fiber. Only thing it qualified was the calories. And for calories, I could get a cup of milk and put sugar in it. Voila, instant all day food.
Dietary food, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you hear us on these shows trying to tell you guys how important it is to have your own gardens. Because if you don't grow it yourself, how are you gonna know what's in the food?
Right. And also, are you going to able to get the food? Excuse me.
How many out there buy the Franken food from the store? Like
Without realizing it.
yeah, like if you go and buy, oh look, they have a sale on ears of corn this week. Guess what you're buying? You're buying that genetically altered stuff, because they can grow it fast and then sell it at a lower price.
Right. That's why Bill Gates is buying all the farmland so he could sell it to the third world nations. Hi, try Bill Gates food. It's cheaper, faster. Don't mind if it eats one of your kids, but it's cheaper and faster. And don't mind the taste. Yeah. You have to be careful, folks, because a lot of farmers are stressing right now because of the red dragon. And Bill Gates is a billionaire. And he says, oh, I can make a quick buck. I could rip off these American farmers and become a bigger corporation than Amazon. Do you trust Bill Gates?
Bezos in on it too.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Bezos
reading
is,
an article yesterday about Bezos, the guy that owns Amazon. He's in on this Franken food stuff too. He's out there buying up all this land. He's telling all of his people that he's buying it for these warehouses and stuff. But as a matter of fact, the stuff he's buying out in the rural areas, he's just buying for agriculture. And he's getting into that Franken food stuff too, so that he can take all the food that he's creating and ship it to third world countries because he can take it there and he can sell it for cheaper money,
right.
and make a dollar off of it.
Right. That's why he bought out Whole Foods. Because Whole Foods not nationally, it's internationally. You can find Whole Foods in Japan, England, France, Russia. So he could distribute it all around the world, his weird Franken food. Yes, it's a potato. And it's going, jawohl, my confidant, Jeff Bezos.
Sweet potatoes, that's a Franken food.
Yeah.
Right out of the store.
Let's see. And we have 8 watching. And I can't tell on the likes, but oops.
I can't do that right now.
Yeah. So, folks, if you can hit the like button. A big reason why you want to grow your own food, like Will says, you know what you're eating. Second thing is, are you going to be able to get the food? Because I warn people about this.
It's only going to be a few years, and you won't be able to buy anything but Franken food.
True.
Get these billionaires buying off all the land and producing nothing but the cheap food that they can grow fast.
Fast, efficient, sterile.
And you'll have to buy it because there won't be anything else.
Right.
Then your body is going to turn into mush.
Or
Because
like how we go to the cancer clinic. Like I said, folks, you have to be really careful on it because a lot of these GMO seeds, all right, genetically altered material, are one shot plants. Once you plant it, you won't get a second crop from it. So once it's gone to seeds, all those seeds are neutralized. So if you plant that, it's like I told my nephew when he was planting this type of squash, you can't use the seeds from it. And he says, I got it from the supermarket. Should be good, Uncle Alan. No. Uncle Alan knows plants. Uncle Alan's been growing food longer than you have. He planted it. God knows what we got. I had to spray Roundup on it. It's like it produced a fruit that we couldn't understand. It was so weird looking and inedible. You know, it was like, this is why I tell you don't plant these seeds after you eat it. Franken Food. Because
when
you
you
don't.
go to the supermarket to buy your foods, or to buy your seeds, and it takes some doing because I found this out the hard way. I did it. You got to look for the little seed packets and look really good on the back of them to let it see if it's either GMO seeds or non-GMO seeds. You want to make sure you buy non-GMO.
Right. Heritage, or I have another uh, heritage, or what was the other term for it?
There's a few of them out there, but if you
Yeah.
look really close, you can buy the non-GMO seeds, and then those are the ones that will grow decent food for you, and you can actually reproduce it.
Yep. Vintage, heritage, and I forgot traditional seed.
Morning light, good day to you.
Hi, Morning Light. Uh, but like I said, folks, you have to be careful. And also, when you buy processed foods, they're really hitting hard with uh, uh, Goya. Goya produces natural foods, and the Democrats don't like it. They've been because also he liked Trump and stuff, but and also he's Hispanic, so they're really going after him for producing healthy organic food, and they're going after Goya. Does that sound nuts?
And they're going to go after anybody that's trying to make it better for you.
Right. It's natural food, heirloom. Thank you, CR. It's heirloom. Uh, you try
Heirloom.
heirloom, heirloom tomatoes, or heirloom goods, or what you call heirloom furniture. It's a term, but I keep forgetting. Hey, folks, I did a funeral this morning, so I'm a little whacked out on brains. uh, yeah, just tired. Sorry about that, folks. But like I said, this is important. Also, a lot of places, these GMO foods are grown in certain climates. So if you're in the wrong climate and you try to plant these seeds, it won't grow.
Yeah, it is easy to get your seeds in the mail. You can actually get the non-GMO seeds in the mail easier than you can by going down to your local store.
Yep. But like I said, folks, you have to be careful when you're dealing with Franken food. It could, like I said before, it could be
John's
GM.
life. Good morning.
Who came in?
John's life.
John Life. Hey, John.
It's been a minute for him. How are you?
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. It's like Uncle Alan's been busy this week. The biggest problem we have right now is food transportation next to Franken Food, because all those food has a time limit. When you pick it, it one of the weird side effects. You pick it, it ripens on delivery to the grocery store. It'll sit there for 2 weeks, and after that 2 weeks, guess what happened to the food? Yeah, The Simpsons did a cartoon on it, and you see the food going. "Eh."
Have you noticed like tangerines and stuff?
Yeah,
Have you noticed those? You get them in the store and they look nice and full and just the right plumpness and everything.
and then 2 weeks
And
later,
within 2 weeks, the skin is all shriveled up and the tangerine inside is this big around instead of this big around.
right, and then you wait another 2 weeks. It's a hard little super ball that you can throw at the cats or dog. Here,
Yeah, that's a good example of GMO food.
yeah,
Is they make it, but it's on a timeline. They make it, they ship it off, they get it to the store, and the stores they're greedy suckers, you know. They uh, they don't get rid of them when the timeline's up. They'll let
right.
it sit there and see how much they can get out of that little shrunken up tangerine, you know.
Yeah. Also, CNR had a good question. How much demand for fertilizer stuff? Packaged fertilizer, steer manure, compost. We're having shortages in certain areas because people got the word out that there's a seed shortage, plant shortage, soil shortage. So all the smart people are right now they're raiding for the gardening supplies because it's snow. We don't care snow. We're getting it now because we are in the know. So if you wait until like April, there won't be anything on the shelf.
So go out and get your peat moss or whatever you use,
Right, potting soil, fertilizers, seeds,
and just
plant.
stack it up in your garage or whatever.
Right, because by spring, when the snow melts, you're not going to see anything on the shelf. It's worse than toilet paper.
Well, I suppose you could use the plants for toilet paper.
That's going to hurt.
Uh, Corn cob. Ow!
Hey, I'm a country boy. You put in lanolin, you get used to it.
What's everybody think? Let's get off the track for a minute. What's everybody think about that green woman in Congress?
Which one?
That representative that's in Congress talking about uh, all the bullshit.
Uh, let's see, House of Representatives or Senate?
No, she's in the House of Representatives, I believe. I can't think of her full name. What's her name? Huh? Something Green. Her last name's Green. Anyway, she's making fun of all these people, and they're trying to get her to resign. Oh, John said he voted for her. Oh, she's from your home state? Cool. Marjorie Taylor Greene. There you go, John. Thank you for that name. I appreciate it.
Yeah, she's always been a radical.
She just got sworn in, I think, last year or something, wasn't it, John?
Yeah.
You know, that's the direction the whole darn Senate's going in.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize she switched parties so many times. I don't know if she's still Republican, Democrat, Independent.
She went for whatever one she could get voted for. Hi, Gray Man. What's up?
It's like, oh Lord, it drives you nuts. I can't keep a track of them. It's like Instead of have a House of Representatives, have House of Nuts. Pick your own topic, Like
I was
AOC,
wondering what everybody was thinking about that because it seems to me that she's way out there, way off of her nut.
yeah, I like her on her A2 stance too. Except she didn't like my idea of abolish the ATF. We save $32 million a year once we get rid of it. ATF is a duplicate of 5 federal agencies. So why do we need the ATF? FBI could do the same thing. U.S. Marshals could do the same thing. Border Patrol could do the same thing. I could go down the list.
ATF myself,
Yeah.
except that they're good at doing the darn plane crashes.
No, that's wrong one. ATF does not involve in plane crashes.
They're always there.
Yeah, because of explosive or sabotage. And that's actually for what's the other group? FBI and other one who investigates plane crashes. But they always have an ATF agent because it's a lot of people forget and they're all at everything because they don't want to look bad. And also they're thank you, John. John's like,
Yep.
yeah, they don't want to look bad because in their charter, they're actually a tax organization. It's not a crime fighting unit, a tax organization that Congress did not approve.
You're talking about the
ATF.
ATF.
Yeah.
How'd they get their hands into so much stuff?
They're greedy. Originally, their budget was less than $1 million, and over the years says, "Oh, we have expertise in explosive. Oh, we have expertise on sabotage of planes. Oh, we have expertise on shootings." And it's like, huh? What are you guys talking about? They went from one of the littlest to one of the biggest ones that absorb a lot of our money. $32 million a year plus. Now, would you like to find out if you're in your tax bill?
Those guys, they really don't do anything.
No, they just stand there and look kind of stupid. Get rid of them, abolish them, because 5 federal agencies could do the same damn job they could do.
Well, there's a lot of those agencies that do the same darn thing.
Right, but they spread it out and they say, "See,
that's what we had the CIA for,
CIA is different. That's not internal." Yes, Morning Light's right. ATF is a cushy job. And I do warn people, if they keep going at this rate, you're going to find out in 2 years they're going to call this the Roaring Twenties again, because they're going to create a bigger black market than Beirut. It's like, no problem. You can't get a regular firearm? Come to Uncle Benny's black market in back of his van gun mart. We have AKs, ARs, M4s, submachine guns. It's going to be like Beirut. Every corner, you're going to have an arms dealer. You need hand grenades to get rid of squirrels? Not a problem. We have Soviet. We have English. We have French hand grenades. You have noisy neighbors? Not a problem. We have spigot mortars. You touch garden hose to it, aim at the neighbors, and voila. Yeah.
I can get those that you named off.
What?
I'll take one of each.
Yeah, at a good price too, and you probably get a little whatchamacallit. Remember when the banks used to give out toasters? You probably get a free toaster with it too.
Yeah.
Yes, Morning Light. Hoover installed the ATF during Prohibition. You could thank Coolidge for that.
Yeah, they should probably get rid of the ATF. That would save us a few $1 million.
$32 million. And we need the money. Send it to us instead of them.
We could put that in on the schools.
Now, it stayed the same, John. They're a very efficient organization, CIA. Their contractors got out of hand. The big one you have to worry is NSA.
NSA, yep.
Yep. Those guys are scary. It's like next day you
Those
see
are the guys in the black mask.
black mask, white trucks, or white SUVs, or white vans, and oh, what happened to Will? Oh, what happened to Uncle Al? Those guys are scary. And also, a lot of people don't understand NSA is part of the military.
Yeah, they walk around looking like you and me, but they're scary guys.
Right. And also, they're part of the military. They work under Army and Navy intelligence, and Air Force works for them. They're part of the Army and they're part of the Navy. So they are military personnel. That's why they're trying to induct your kids. If Dustin had more computer skills, guess what's Dustin's summer job? Hi, I'm working for the NSA. Jawohl.
He knows more than what he lets on.
Yeah, let's see. Gray man. Yeah, we
RPG.
call him JB. It's a lot easier. It's pushing $1 trillion bill. Everybody remember the Weimar Republic, right? Germany,
Yeah.
right before Hitler. They had hyperinflation. How much is for that Wiener Schnitzel? Oh, that's 2 million marks. And a lot of people forget all the money is printed right now. It was printed last year. It takes a 5-year cycle. They have printed so much money that instead of the 5-year cycle, they printed it all last year in April. Later, Howie. Good luck on the doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Howie. Our prayers are with you, buddy.
Oh, and that's another reason why you have to be careful of eating GMO foods. It might change your body. You might have like
I have a big eyeball right here in the middle of your forehead.
right, or you could get cancer. Remember when they're pushing first time the GMO foods out in California? We had a big wave in certain farm communities of retarded kids, and the families are wondering what the hell's wrong with our kids because they were the farmers that were growing GMO foods. They're also eating the GMO foods. So guess what happened to the kids?
They all got Franken.
Right. They mutated. It's like some of them mental retarded. The other ones, gee, mom, I'm going to go play football. And the little kid's like flapping arms. Yeah, I'm going to play football. It looks scary as hell when a region, because I'm agricultural, and it hit us. It was going like right straight down the line of California Central Valley, and we're trying to figure out how come all these kids are getting all these horrible mutations. And we found out some of the farmers were feeding their families the same food that they were growing for these companies. And
well,
so
brain go to mush too.
well, no, they get retarded. There's a whole symptoms of retardation. It goes down the list. It's like, and I tell my friends, don't feed your kids the crops you're growing. You don't know what's in it. And they say, oh, it looks so natural and inviting. Yeah, so is poison ivy. You don't see me jump naked in there. Oh, that's easy, morning light. It's triticale. That's not wheat. That's something else. And we got about another 10 more minutes, folks. So, any questions on GMOs and altered foods? If that is a triticale, a GMO, yes, wheat's also been altered a lot. They don't
Wheat's one of the ones they really mess with.
yeah, you want the red hard wheat that they can't crack the code. The soft wheats, you're talking to a farmer. Soft wheats, they're messing it up because they're trying to enrich it, they're trying to improve it. God, what was the last one there? I was talking to a farmer. These boneheads were trying to put Black Widow genes into a soft wheat so it could withstand bugs and insects. I'm like, but wouldn't that make the plant poisonous to cows? Because if it doesn't grow into wheat, we have to use that for the hay. And then they finally realized that's a bad idea.
Yeah, they messed with corn too. And when they messed with the corn, something went wrong too.
Yeah, like Jiffy Pop. We improve our popcorn. Yeah, and you developed a hybrid that was so hard that if you didn't pop it, it was so hard that you could crack a car window. They put it in a rubber band and they shot it at a car window and it cracked. You know, isn't that nuts?
Red hard wheat.
Yeah, red hard wheat is the safer one. They can't crack the code on that one, thank God. It's the soft wheat you have to worry about.
Like we used to grow wheat here all the time. I
Right.
mean, we used to have field after field after field of wheat.
Right.
And
But that was
wheat season, they had a bunch of people would come through and do that, but cut the wheat fields.
right.
Now they don't do that anymore. They can't. The wheat's gone.
Right. You know
Now all
why?
they can grow is corn.
Right. You know why? They drained the land of the soil for wheat. Wheat's a very sensitive plant. Um, red wheat, you need a certain balance of minerals and nutrients in the soil. Once you drain it, it's not good for wheat anymore. Then you have to go to the next plant, which will be corn. And after the corn drains the soil, guess what's you'll be growing next?
Potatoes, probably.
Nope. If you can't grow wheat, you can't grow potatoes. Next one is going to be soybeans.
Oh, man.
And then once it's all drained out and screwed up soil, then you grow cotton. And
That's
then
got to be a pretty big succession now.
yeah, and then after that, which is funny, a lot of people don't understand. Once the cotton's gone, you have a desert.
Organic oatmeal.
Yeah, true. You can taste the poisons. That's by either GMO or mechanically.
Yeah, cotton does need a lot of water.
Yeah. And guess what's going to look like in Nebraska once they drain all the water out?
Ain't gonna be a desert.
Yeah. A big desert. Remember the Dust Bowl?
Yep. That's the reason why you gotta grow your own, you guys. Just get away from buying at the store, and that'd be same as boycotting them actually, and start growing your own.
Yeah. You could grow about 80% of all your food you need at home, except for a lot of, I keep telling a lot of homesteaders and gardeners, this is a warning. There's certain crops that you cannot grow at home, and you're going
Rice,
to be
one of them.
what?
Rice.
Yeah, rice. Yeah, you're going to have a rice paddy in your backyard. Like I said,
That's one of them that you can't grow.
Right, or wheat, or you could grow corn on a small scale, but wheat, rice, soybeans, I don't recommend it because it's a really serious crop to understand. And a lot of people like, huh? And they say you can eat that. No, it's poisonous. It's like there's so many things wrong with soybeans. I want to hit people upside the head with my fist. By the time I'm done, I'm like, Uncle Alan lost his arm hitting people across the head. Um, Soybean, the plant is poisonous. You cannot eat the leaves. It's like every year we have two idiots. It's natural. It's vegan. And we have them in our hospital getting their stomachs pumped. Sorry. You know how it is, Will.
Yep.
Okay. What I was trying to say, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, like South Africa soon, is a lot of people don't understand commercial farming. It's not like you grow stuff in your backyard or little village plots and you hold a spear in or a pitchfork and like, I grow food. No, because Zimbabwe, formerly known Rhodesia, went from a food producer to one of the poorest starving African nations in the world. Remember that in the 80s and 90s, Will? They went from life expectancy of 85 years and a good income to desolate and poor and living off of food stamps. It's worse in Africa. Here's your food stamp, head of goat and bag of corn. Good luck.
It's just easier to grow your own foods. Make sure you know what your land can grow.
Right.
Know your soil content, and then grow what you can. When the crop's done, and don't go in there and till it up. Uh, leave your ground covered with what you grew, and let that soak in as a mulch. And then the next year you can till it up and start all over again.
Right. Folks, do not leave, like I keep telling people this. You have to process the top of the old crop, dig it up, chop it up, put it back in the soil. Do not leave it sticking out of the ground
Yeah.
because it attracts insects and bugs and disease. You want to process the top of the dead material so it goes into the dirt and not bring all this crud in.
So you can go out there and after it's died, not maybe not died, but towards the first part of the fall, go out there and just rake everything under just a little bit, you know.
Right. You put it underground, grind
Yeah.
it up. Because you don't want to like wake up in the morning and there's 50 rats looking at you like, we're hungry. Where's the food?
Rain catching. There's no aquifers here. CR.
Yeah. The only one is the Oklahoma. The Glugula? Is it Glugula?
Uh,
Well,
uh,
oh,
Ogallala.
yeah, Ogala. Uh,
Ogallala.
yeah, that's in Oklahoma. And it's shrinking every day because they're draining it like hell. Yes, like using a roller tiller. For farmers, we use a disc. But I don't think you want Uncle Alan's disc go through your backyard. It takes about an acre to turn.
Yeah. By the time you get it around the corner, it's done.
And so is your house.
Any other questions? We're about to the point of no return here.
Yep, we got a few seconds left. Okay, you got to be careful when they're selling rice seeds at the store. Because you might get maybe 2 pounds out of maybe 50 acres. Because a lot of people don't know how much pressure you have to grow rice. I have a neighbor who does grow rice, and his fields are full of frogs and stuff. It's a real hassle. It's you out there knee deep in water planting rice. Because once you sprout it, you have to transplant it into the paddy. And that you go watch any Asian movie and you see guys out there in dirty water planting rice by hand. Not fun.
Yeah, be like the rice paddies.
Yeah, as rice from the seed catalogs, that's for ornamental use.
It would probably take you a couple of years to get the land even in shape to grow rice.
Yeah, you have to dike it, hard pan it, fill the proper bed for it, and then you put in about 1.5 feet of water always. Oh, and the bad thing about that, you'll have frogs, mosquitoes, biting flies,
Yeah, but
potato.
all the people in the neighborhood
Yeah,
are coming by to see what the crazy kook's doing out there.
right, and they're complaining because it stinks too. Um, let's see, I don't know what else to do. Potatoes and corn and turnips. Potato, corn, turnips, rutabaga, all the root crops. That's your safe bet. And Will, we're at the top of the hour. Do you have anything to say?
Hey, dude, we're gonna talk about. I already had the research done on Thursday when we come in. You want to bring your friends? We're going to talk about some of the steps that you can take when you go into a grid down situation.
Okay, folks, and I'll catch you later. Catch you later, Will.
See how.
Let's see, find the button.
So on Thursday we're going to do that. Uh, try to get you guys all set up and refresh on that. I think I covered that a while back, but I want to come back and do it again. When I did my other channel, all my videos they took them away from me, so I'm trying to replace them with all the other stuff that I have. And one of those videos was how to prepare for a grid down situation. Say you lost your electricity or whatever. So I want to thank everybody that came by and had a great time with everybody. And I'll see you guys out there on Thursday. Oh yeah, Thursday it's at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thanks.